YouTube. Hi. One moment. There we go. Had to turn on all my filters for this mic. Yeah. You know, the mic you're supposed to clip on and not hold in front of you. Oh, hey, everybody. I'm DC. Well, welcome on in. You can find me everywhere. DC Lasair, and go to my blue sky. That'd be great. Also, if you want to keep track of your TTRPG campaigns, I have a couple of things for you. First of all is the Vault. I'll take you to my GitHub, download for free. I used Obsidian, and my newest thing, which is only $3. You can find it over on my coffee shop there, which I am calling Case. And this is a series of outlines with prompts that you can use to keep track of your campaign, adventure, sessions, and encounters. So go there. Like I said, it's only $3, one-time fee. And there's an Obsidian Vault version available. I have just the markdown files or the text files. And once you purchase it, feel free to use it in your world building tool of choice. You can copy and paste it and have a lot of fun. All right. Who said hello so far? JD Lady, hi. Steven, hello. Welcome on in. Brian, hi. Ooh, Dancy Gummy Bear. Tanya, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. So today is craft day. Let me turn off that music right now. I got a Kickstarter fulfilled over the weekend. Actually, I got 2 fulfilled, which was weird, but nonetheless. Last year, I backed Realm Brew's magnetic hex tiles. They came in, so I kind of want to show those off and put together a couple maps with them. And then we're going to come back here, and I'm going to do some world building for my Dragonbane game. And we're going to show you what I'm doing for a kind of an overworld map for that. So let me make sure that that's up. Right. Okay. Laptop went to sleep. Let me fix that in a second. Hope you're doing good. Oh, it's up. Okay. We're good. Thursday, we're going to go back to the Adventures of Elliot, which has been pretty great so far. And Friday will be Tech Friday as usual. All right. So this Kickstarter came with a bunch of stuff, and let's go over there and take a look at it all. Whoop. Hey, look at that. You hit a button works. Amazing. All right. Oh, gotta grab another thing. Thank you all for coming on in. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. You want to co-work while I do things? That's what today is for. But let's get all this stuff. I backed at a slightly at one of the bigger tiers, so I have a bunch of things So but let's start with the basic tiles first. They come in these boxes. And I got one more. And so these are the boxes. I'll Caverns and Underground, Open Underground. Sorry, Open Underground. These are man-hewn dungeons. They have bridges and things like that. And subterranean rivers. All right. So I have some of the dungeon tiles out. I brought some to my Session 0, my Dragon Age campaign, so I have them individually wrapped. These are the underground cavern tiles. And since they're magnetic, they stick together in a stack. And then they also attach. Sidewards. There's stuff on front and back. And you simply connect them up. So, magnet's just strong enough to keep them in place. So let's see here, what's going to make sense to... There, we could do... And right, this is just me pulling out random tiles. And they stick together pretty well. You probably can't see it on camera. I'll try zooming in. Where's the zoom in? It might be too much light on the... Oh, there you go. So you can see the little hex marks in the hex tiles. And that's essentially your 5-foot space. So you can fit a regular size mini on these. Here, and here. And it'll move along. Yay. Again, I wouldn't say the magnets are overly powerful, but they are strong enough that this isn't going anywhere without a little bit of force to it, right? It's going to stay solid. These are wet erase. So it gave me wet erase markers. And then there's other things. Got a bunch of these Fog of War tiles. So they have a top, right? And so if you don't want your party to know what's upcoming, you know, they're at the cave entrance. They haven't explored here yet. These are again magnetic. And so when they explore, take them off. And since these are all white erase, what you can do is put numbers on these so that if you have to pack it up, and what I'm going to do is I would number these, and then I would put them in a numerical order in a stack, and then spread them out on the table for my friends. Then when you go to pack them up, the magnet, they still hold together because these are thinner. This has basically, your magnetic side, and then this side here. But yeah, these are cool. I got a bunch of these because I wanted enough for all the tiles I had. And they're the Fog of War. And so I'm going to be using these for the Dragonbane campaign. And this is how I'm going to be running combat encounters. I have a physical map, and I have enough things to plan out, the adventure for the day, or the likely adventure for the day. Always possible that party does something that doesn't lead them to the cave I had planned out. So but can't help that. And then these fit right back into their box. The other thing I got, and why my order took a while, was that I got these large scenario tiles. Evernight Terraces, you can see. And so these are meant to be, you pull it out, and here's your whole dungeon. And magnetic on the side if you wanted to attach more tiles. But here's your big dungeon piece. And so there's 3 or 4 different ones of these that came with the Kickstarter. And then also got peelable and reusable stickers. I'll go on these. So this is Alchemist Workshop. And they come on this. You just peel them off, stick them wherever you want. Come back off to add, furniture and things. And, this is double-sided too. So yeah, lots of map options. So for my home game, I'll be dragging these along. Not the whole set every time, that's a lot, but just the ones I need for that particular session. Nope. Trying to get this back into the box. Came in. It doesn't want to quite cooperate with me for some reason. There we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying those out when next we play Dragonbane, which will be our actual first session. And it's possible I could bring a few of these to conventions if I was just doing a one encounter thing. All right, I'm picking up after myself. Isn't that amazing? All right, got some world building to do. Going to start with the world map. And for that, I think I'm going to use Excalidraw. And we'll get into building that in just a moment here. As soon as put everything away. There we go. I have a nice, neat station again. Woo! All right. So, welcome back here, everybody. How you doing? Okay, let's see. What did I do with... Oh, one moment. Not me leaving things behind. Could it be me? All right. Huddleglum, hello. Welcome on in. Let me start up the Obsidian Vault and get Excalidraw going. And we'll play around with that. Some world building. Let's see. Don't need that. Need main vault. How many vaults, y'all? And need a new Excalidraw drawing. Make sure I hit the right little symbol-y thing. I think this will give me a new Excalidraw. Yeah. Give me a new Excalidraw. Okay. Taps those. All right. Then, in theory, if I hit let's see, this button. There we go. Excalidraw. Yay. Ooh, let's see if I can change this. I know I can change this color. Hold on. Why is it not the off-white? Okay. There we go. That's better. A little easier on the eyes. Could always be the kind of off-white. I wonder if I can... Anyway, save. Can I rename this real quick? And Dragonbane. What we're going to do is, and you may have seen these types of maps before, but for the world map, I'm going to create a city, or make a symbol for a town, and then that will connect to other things with just a straight line, maybe a curved line, and then that line will indicate, okay, traveling here to here is 2 weeks to the next major point. So let's see what we can play with here. I think there are some icons to play with. I don't need to update scripts. All right, what's this one? I downloaded a bunch of icon library. There we go. Okay, so village. Don't I have some icons you can search? Thought I downloaded some. No, we're not using the LLM prompt. Okay, let's see instructions. There should be... Oh, we had icons. Huh. Well, it is called Excel Draw, so I could just draw something. Ooh. Oh, okay. Get to make my own icon. I thought for sure there was an icon library somewhere I could use within Obsidian. Oh well. Try that. What I can do... is get some yeah, there's a bunch of free icons. Yeah, so let me find a good image here. I am currently looking at website is game-icons.net. Let me turn on my fan because I'm sweating a bit here. And get some music going. Turn that down a bit. All right. So right, found a village icon. Let's grab this. Oh, you can change things about it. Interesting. Change the shape. Add a frame to it. Neat. All right, so let's grab this. And we'll just pull it directly into Excalibur. There we go. And thanks to handy Obsidian settings, and I'll shrink it. So this is going to be the starting village. We already have a name for it, because one of my players named a village in our Shadow Dark campaign, and I'm like, hey, let's just use that name again. They're like, okay. So this is Drybrook. And then what I can do is make a frame around these. Group them together. Down. There we go. And yeah, these are all under Creative Commons by 3.0 or BY 3.0. And so if I were to use this commercially, must give appropriate credit, provide a link to the license, indicate if changes were made. Otherwise, you're free to share and adapt these as needed. There's even ones with random colors, so that's there. And I'll have a couple choices. First, let's see. We have, oh, there is a lot. There we go. That's what I want. Grab this. I now have cave entrance 1. I bring that on in. Down. And we'll put the cave to the south of Brybrook. Then we take an arrow. I need a cave name. There we go. Do the same thing. Another frame. Frames just make things a little easier to move around. We take an arrow. To get from here to here, say this journey is 2 weeks. Then I think I'm going to make another arrow indicating that you can indeed go back this way. Then their other option is to go into a totally not haunted forest. Nothing bad will happen here in a folk horror game. Nope. going to be to the... Oops. Let's redo that. Oh, I forgot to name it. And this will be the... I don't just want to straight up call it Haunted Wood. That's not fun. I got it. We'll highlight one of the features. This is the Wood of Glowing Ember. And make another frame. You can see with the frame, I can just drag the text and the icon along real easy. I can also delete the frame at any time, and I'll just delete the frame and not the things I put inside the frame. But if I shrink this just shrinks the frame and not this stuff. So I'm going to make this icon a little smaller. Then I can move it within the frame. Oops, I accidentally grabbed the text and not the frame. There we go. Then if they travel east, they'll go to this totally not haunted forest. Nope, nothing bad here. And we'll give this 4 days. And so as they adventure to new things, right, from Grybrook to the wood, well, that's 4 days. And then to the thing that comes off the wood, whatever that might be, you know, that could take another 4 days. That could be another week. And then that thing can be anywhere on the screen I want it. And so, yeah, this is going to be the world map. And it's just going to expand out as they need to travel more. Or maybe this is the only, you know, maybe for a few adventures, these are the only paths they take. Maybe this is a few sessions. Maybe we just start in Grybrook and have some adventures in there. Or breaking out into the Wood of Glowing Ember. Or go to Mire Crag. And just a note to myself. So yeah, that's going to be this. These will be the parts for the start of their journey. So yeah, we just add new icons, and this way you only have the important things on the map, the destinations, and then the travel. You can have anything happen along the way, and you know, since this arrow is now an abstraction of maybe a twisty path, or there's a bridge, or you know, other things can go on here, and you can have encounters during these 4 days. But really, it's just to lead to the next big thing. So yeah, I've seen this a few times on various TTRPG sites and videos, so I thought I would try it for the Dragonbane game. And by the way, there's a lot of free icons out there that you can use that require no AI. Just pointing that out. No generative AI whatsoever. Free icons. Some just ask for, you know, have a Creative Commons license, and they ask for credit. And they give you what you can do with them. So, yeah, no reason to use Gen AI for your maps. Ever. So, alright. What time do we have here? Getting close to break. Alright, I'm going to... Let me switch out my vault a second. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export that map out, because you can export things out as like a PNG, PDF, all sorts of, you get all sorts of options with Excalibur on how you want to take it out of Excalibur. And then this is what I'll present my players, and then every session when they unlock a new area, I'll add that and then replace the map. And yeah. So let's do a little more world building here. Right now we're going to work on this is going to be a mini campaign in Dragonbane, but 3 AM Brain said, hey, well, what if you made a creation myth and had a little pantheon here? Because it was just going to be folk horror, unexplained stuff, but then Brain went, hey, let's do all of this. And I went, oh, well, okay, let me take notes. Like, that's very rude at 3 AM, Brain, but alright. Plus, this is using my new no files, or very few folder system, rather. I have one main folder where all the notes go into, called the all folder, get it all folder. Yeah, you know where I'm going with that. And so all the notes go into the all folder, and then everything gets through properties on the note. They get divided up into various databases. I have... give myself some template for this. I did not. I have to fix that. Okay. What? Okay. So let's make a new note. I don't even know what this world is called. I just have a creation story for it. Alright. This in the all folder. And yeah, I can show this as I'm typing. And close that. Collapse that. Oh, let me move this window over a little. See what's going on in the vertical. Okay, and broke some of this down in blue sky. Ooh, we world build? Yeah! We world building. Alright, actually, I will make this larger. New settings over here. Make the text bigger for all view. Size. That should be better, easier to read. All right. Deities. Now what this does is I don't have a note named Divine Council, but this makes in Obsidian, this will create the note if I click on it, and then I'll have a note called Divine Council. Okay. I have names for these. Let me... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Maybe I change that name up a little bit. Yeah, we'll just say Nimbus for now. Oops. Meant to... Okay, so we have sky and ground. Let's just pick the name. Actually, if I do this... Oh wait, I think I want double brackets, don't I? Bracket, bracket. Bracket, bracket. Okay, there we go. I had a name for this one. What did I call? We'll stick with that for now. Here. So there we have sky, we have earth, and then from sky and earth we have water and fire. And right now I'm just getting down basic ideas if I want to expand on these. Oh, it is past break time, so I'm going to take a break, and I'll get back to this when I come back. So let me do that, keep pre-rolls away, and be right back in 5 minutes. All right, welcome on back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around through the break. We got a little more to do on our creation story for the Dragonbane game. Let's get back to it. So, you can very well have a creation story in a folk horror campaign without something bad happening. Oh, it's kitty time. Come here, Hannah. Where are you? No. Ah. Yeah, I know. Shady lady says hi. Oh, I forgot to switch my captions. Well, let's do that now. Dang it. Yes, Hannah, I hear you. All right, and then do that. Close that. Save that, and I should have captions back. Okay, there we go. Captions, yay. And ooh, for another drink. All right. Kitty! Oh my. Hold on. Be right back. Enjoy the chair while you... I'll mute myself. Hold on. Alright. So, let's see. There we go. All right, Hannah just needed some extra attention. Okay, let's bring back that. All right. People of the Earth. Tears rising from the ground into the sky. So going the opposite way of what's expected, right? Normally we would have tears fall, but this was the very earth when it weeps. It is going, these are going up. Nope, that's not how I want to put that. The sorrow and the tears. Goes. Roll. They transformed. They forever. Formed. So we have creation, right? Sky, ground. Then we have water, fire. From them sprung life and people. People were cruel. And these tears of a god, that deep sorrow within, touched the people, and they became your cryptids and everything that are now part of your folk horror campaign. Yay! Oh, happy end! So there. Straightforward story. Added another sentence there, something else I wanted to kind of touch on. I'm going to develop this a little more, I think, but yeah, so they hollowed the earth, wounding the Clay Mother. So now we have caves and underground things going on. And so yeah, that's our world creation story thus far. So I have a Divine Council, a Sky God, an Earth God, minor deity for the sea, a minor deity for fire, and the corrupted creation of the people, which eventually became all the monsters and cryptids that I'll put in to the game. So, you know, happy times. Oh, I forgot to add properties to this. Okay, add file property. I have one that fits. Oh yeah, let's see here. This would be, yes, base type. So this is a base type. This would be world. Now in my bases, and I'll show you how to make an obsidian base. Why not? Because that's how I'm organizing everything. So if you were here before, you'll have seen these names when I was doing the minimal folder demonstration. So let me collapse this. So I want to create a new base. I'm going to give it a new thing. Call it world. And then we're going to insert a base. Or we're going to create a new base, rather. Create new base. Oh, that's a lot. We don't want all that. We need to filter this view where folder is, where is it? Yay, thank you for the lurks. Okay, yep, our folder is the all folder, where where file as property can I or can I just make where, oh yes, I can just use a property. So add filter where base type, that's what I wanted, is world. Okay. Now I have this. I'm going to rename this world. Now I have this new database, right? I have the main database for the world. And we will drag this to where am I keeping these? Oh, these are all in the master base. I didn't need to create a new... Okay. So what I wanted to do was add view here. So let's do that again. I forgot how this was working. So we'll delete that one. And so I want this master base to have a new view. Calling it world. Will be a table, right? And then we go back to filter, their base type is world. There. So now without having created a separate base, they're all here. And then to make, and I'm just making another view of it. So to make a view, can't remember the syntax, right. So I do the exclamation point, the double bracket, and then pound, and then the view, okay. So exclamation point, double bracket, we're taking from the master base, and specifically we want the world view. And so now in a note I can search for world characters or locations and have them this way. So however I want to look at the information. So plus this lets me know if I have shared this with the players or not. Well, I forgot to create the checkbox. So if it's player info, it gets the checkbox, and then it'll appear in the player database. Yeah, as I have a checkbox there. So go back to here. And add property. And add the player info. This is player info. So then I would add view, say world, player view, right? We have all this again. Then we apply filters. This time we're just using 2 filters. So we need where base type is world. And the other thing that needs to be true is where player info is checked. So if I were to go now to here, I go back here, I uncheck player info, go to player info, go to the world, there's nothing here because that box isn't checked anymore. Now if I check it, go back, it pops back up. So yeah, I just have a simple checkbox. If the players know it, it can be added to the player database, and it's a simple way to keep track of What did I share with the players? What do they know? Yeah, that is how that works. And as you can see, the all folder, where we have the sample characters, Bob Business, Gunrock City, Joe Smith, Mr. Burns, and Robert Bob Business, creation story, you know. Oh no, Bob Business is our best PNG ever. The Robert Bob Business. Brian's favorite picture. Alright. So, let's see. Alright. So yeah, that's how that flows. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to be, since Dragonbane doesn't have any digital tools, I'm going to do a little more work for my players. And they gave me their character sheets, but I'm going to make each of them little cheat sheets for their characters that they can print out, so that they have just like little cards they can look at for their powers. And you know, because we just have PDFs of the book and we're not flipping through books, it's like, okay, here's the entry. Here's your power, and at, you know, starting levels, that's not too complicated, but and it's not like I have, you know, I have 3 players, not like 10, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's see here, like this. And I think we'll wrap up a little early. Maybe, yeah, we can do that. Steven's on currently. Okay, I just got a bunch of email. Why? Oh, nothing I need to worry about. Okay, so let's go and raid over to one Steve Joy's. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with more Adventures of Elliot, which will be pretty fantastic. Now, what's this? Okay, and thanks for streaming. Yeah, thanks for being here, Rex. Oh yeah, check out my things. Where's my notepad? There it is. So check out my new TTRPG outlines for your campaign. I'll take you to my coffee shop. One-time purchase of $3. And there's an Obsidian Vault version, there's Hex files, and just regular Markdown files as well. Use them as you see fit. Alright, let's go say hi to Steven, who is playing Moss the Forgotten Relic. Alright, go over there. Thank you all for being here once again. Come back tomorrow. Please be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay tuned for the raid. Bye.